I'm Invitational. I'm your host, 10 Pin Gaming, commentating alongside Dirty Chewbacca, player of
Hello.
this league. And today we have the number 4 Slow Rollers, team captain Def Vader versus number 7 team 1970, team captain Smit. Team 1970 enters today with a 1-5 record with 2 overtime losses, thanks to our gracious host and league manager, Mad Dog, also known as Kyle, whereas the Slow Rollers enter 3-4 with an overtime loss, also because Kyle messed up the same match in, I believe, game 3. So, without further ado, let's get into this. I think this is gonna be. This game went to overtime last time. Didn't get all the way through, unfortunately. Once again, thanks Kyle for the unfortunate reason of someone messed up the settings. So we didn't finish it, but this was an overtime game. One small keynote: Cherry Coke is new. Obviously, Smitty's teammate quit. Also, once again, thanks Kyle. Man, we have not been nice to him to start today.
Nope.
Um, that might not change, folks. Azami and Dokubi off the board. Not too surprising for either side here. We'll talk about map picks and bans in just a second. But Smitty's teammate quit. Cherry Coke replaced him. I'd say they're fairly similar players in terms of KD. I would say that Cherry Coke does things slightly differently. Maybe they vibe a little bit better now, because 1970 does appear to be a better team than they were previously. But other than that, I don't see that making that huge of a difference. Anyway, on to map picks and bans for you guys. Just a second. Okay, so a lot of maps are banned, as they always are. The 3 maps for today, we have Cafe, Slow Rollers elected to defend first. Then, yep, just double checking there, sorry. Canal is game 2 of our 3-game series. Team 1970 elected to defend there. And then game 3 and the final game for someone's season is going to be on Border, and that will also be Slow Rollers defending first. And this might be, we've seen it once already, with the Slow Rollers, I believe, as well. I can see this game going all the way. I think all 3 games could go all the way.
I mean, Cherry Coke is a pretty good player,
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Can't say for sure that he's going to be able to beat Vader in those one-on-one fights.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think the big thing is going to be what Ken gets up to, how good he ends up being across this series, game to game, round to round. Not exactly the most consistent player in the world. He's had some moments, but more lowlights than highlights for sure.
That Vader spawn peeking right off the back, but he got the wrong spawn.
Yeah, they did. Smitty and Cherko did ask if there was anything that was not allowed, which is not a question that they have asked before today, which has me really confused and concerned that something stupid's going to happen and it's going to be my fault. But hopefully I don't have to be judge, jury, and executioner all by myself here today.
Right off the back, the Vader and Cherry Coke right here in Small Bakery.
Yep.
Down goes Cherry Coke.
Caught, shot. Oh my goodness! Shot side of the head. Nothing he could do there. Smits in now. Picks up the fuser, and he's just blitzing straight through there. No caution in the world until he gets to stairs. Vader could have been holding long hallway there. Just opted to ignore it. Here's some reinforcement.
So he did drone Cherry Coke in, but unfortunately he went the wrong way with the drone.
Vader and the Slow Rollers really love getting an early pick and then immediately going back to site. Which is, I think, the most responsible and smart way to play that. I think that's going to have to flush, I believe that's Ken out, or no, Vader out of his position there. Good opening there, gets a lot of vision into B's site, but it's going to make issues if he ever has to cross over. Going through a white corridor, noticing that the freezer is not open. Coming up on Kidney Ken now is going to be his next target. The barbed wire is going to be an issue for him, however. Ken's likely made the call. It doesn't appear he has. Thorn Trap goes off. Vader's going to hear that, and instantly he's gone on the flank. He's ready for him.
Yeah.
Here comes the challenge. And down he goes. A clean round for Vader. Starts off 2-0 as the slow rollers take round 1.
Vader's starting off strong.
Yeah, I mean, that's that 1.59 KD, the 2.0 on defense showing right there. He knows he has to be aggressive. Aggressiveness is what beats Team 1970 pretty handedly. They're a more reserved team, and we see that a lot out of players, but teams not so much. We've seen a good example is Tsunami, where they've got a really fast and really slow pacing, and that's really killed them late in the season. But for Team 1970, win conditions for today: deny Vader's entry on attack, pre-place crossfires, traps, Legion, Capcan, early pressure on his preferred routes, which I'm sure they don't know because I know they didn't watch film. Well, I guess I don't know, but I bet a lot of money that they didn't. Force him in the long routes, rounds, pardon. Drone, retake, reposition, and playing post-plant is some of the more weaker things here, especially for Kidney Ken. Anything that would apply extra pressure to the second man on this team. There's not a whole lot of pressure that's going to get to Vader, but if you can apply as much pressure to the weaker link, that will do wonders for you. Speaking of weaker link, exploit Ken's positioning. He's often alone, out of utility, and late to rotate.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Not much you can do, especially if he cannot help Vader in any meaningful way as he goes to play top down. It looks like he likes this hold on 5v5. Let's see how well it works on 2-on-2. Looks like no spawn peek this time. They should be able to drone out, especially the ceiling there. I'd imagine Vader was spotted. I would also like to note, Vader does not use Vigil's utility the greatest. There are a few times he's been droned out, as it looks like they're making their entry now into Bakery. And they're going to get the wall open. This is going to be pressured directly onto Ken, and Vader's going to have to take a long while in order to help out.
On the wall. Oh. Does now, though.
Vader trying to do what he can from upstairs. He's finally accepting he cannot hold up there for much longer. And Smitty is watching Vader's flank here.
Pushing the site. Might get caught off guard by Kidney Ken laying down by window.
The 2 gunfights going. Oh no! Smith just went on his drone! Down he goes! Jericho gets out of there and Ken shoots him in the back. Just misses and finally finishes him off. No deaths for the slow rollers. Man, you should have seen it. You should have seen it, Gage. It was so unfortunate for Smitty. He got on his drone the second Vader was about to peek him. Punished instantly. Perfect siege timing. Speaking of drones, winning the information game. The slow rollers don't rely on droning or cameras all too often. We don't see it very, especially drones. Vader kind of pushes too fast for you to drone for him unless you are on top of it from the start of the round. So it's very, I don't want to say easy because Vader's a very mechanically skilled player, but punish those face checks. He's going to swing you. You just have to hit your bullets.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
And speaking of pressure, a lot of pressure for Team 1970 going down 2-0. You'd like to take a round here just to get back into things before it gets too out of hand. Yeah, the second you get to 3-0, 4-0, you start to kind of just, everything starts to slip away. And there's not a whole lot you can do at that point, bar an amazing comeback. I don't think we've really seen many out of this league. But slow rollers win conditions, which they seem to be hitting.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Hit them early. We've seen that a lot. Attempted spawn peeks, Vader roaming very aggressively in round 1. They crumble under pressure. Fast hits, early picks. Another spawn peek.
Might get Jericho.
A lot of damage.
Oh.
But no kill for Vader. Early picks, unexpected aggression is what 1970 does not like to deal with. If you can deny Smitty's information any way possible, which would be Vigil once again, you're looking at another very easy thing. Drone. Oh, the pre-fire. I think that blew it for him. I don't know if there was a drone that saw him.
No, he must have been getting off. He probably had his ability, and they knew that he was down there from that.
Vader's got a ping, I'm assuming, from Ken, yeah. He knows one's on rappel. He's checking, but there's no dice. Cherry Coke's already in upstairs above the site here. Cigar Lounge. And not a whole lot to do from there. Holding a long angle, but that's not going to help much with the site below and no real way to break the floor above it. No top-down play here. Or maybe Smith will decide to do something about that. He does have one charge left, but I'd prefer to save that for maybe an improvised play later in the round. Another drone going out. More information attempting to be gathered here. Really clearing this path out for Smitty very well. Ken is... Right, yeah, no, there he goes. He's definitely spotted now.
Running. Oh, I think he can go very far.
Yeah, his best option would be to take off, but it doesn't look like that's happening. Up, he finally does. And Vader's rotated down as well. I think Coke might have heard it.
Sure, Coke come to Smitty to push together.
This has been a great defensive round for the Slow Rollers. Once again, 40 seconds left on the clock. Statistically, this team does not convert well under 40 seconds, and we'll talk about that later.
They go to run in. Vader might catch them.
They know Vader's in fireplace to aggro from Smitty. You know he's somewhere. Can't tell when. They pick up on Kidney Ken. They don't know Vader's hard left. They don't clear it. Vader gets one. Can he get the other? No good on those shots. Attempts to reload. Succeeds and gets the headshot. Let me tell you, this man was almost late. He did not warm up. He was out eating dinner with his girl, and he is peaking still. 5-0 to start.
I felt like they would have pushed inside a little bit quicker. They might have been able to get that plant down, but
I almost feel like you knew that Vader was in that room somewhere. You could have killed Ken and then rotated to the other side. Possibly, while having someone hold fireplace, and that would have worked. But also, once again, Siege is a very stressful game. You can't always think of these strategies. It's much easier for me to think about it with no pressure after it's happened and be like, oh well, that would have been more optimal. But that's just not how Siege works.
No, you got to think about everything that they can rotate around, like Ken did. But unfortunately, he got picked off.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Back to Slow Rollers win conditions, which they seem to be hitting every single note. Break their defensive crossfires. We haven't gotten to their defensive half yet, so we will see how that goes. We'll talk about that later. Force mid-round chaos. They struggle when utility is burned early. They must rotate or they lose map control. And I feel like we've been seeing that. I feel like a lot of what Slow Rollers has been hitting on so far is the first one. Crumble or hit them early. Fast hits, early picks, unexpected aggression. They've been doing that great so far, and they started 3-0 because of it.
Located by attackers. 5 seconds to insertion.
I wonder if they're going to change up their strategy.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Keep on going into small bait.
I have to see. They got spawn peaked, and it looks like they've decided to change up routes. But Smith's already very low. How did that happen? Does anyone know? I wasn't paying attention. Another spawn peak?
Yeah.
But they spawned in a different location, hoping to get things to work out, and, well, Vader was there once again. Vader's peeking this window very aggressively. This could end poorly. Let's see how it works. He's approaching it. I don't know who I hate this more for. I think I'd rather be Smitty in this position until he starts swinging. Vader gets shot in the back. That's so low.
If only he knew Kenny Cameron on those.
Oh, nope. And here comes the flank watch. Down Vader goes. This is likely a round win for Team 1970, and a much needed one at that. Ken is not a 2v1 artist like we see out of some of the top. He's, I believe, bottom 3 statistically in kill-death ratio. So expect pressure to pile on is what you'd want to do. A lot of droning, a lot of nades, whatever works. I don't like how Coke has dropped already.
Being jumped in by Smitty.
Yeah, but we didn't know where Ken was, you know? He could have dropped, and there are angles that they didn't see. A failed frag. Oh, plant's going down. Vader's likely screaming. Oh, yeah, that's not great.
Ken just seemed lost.
Yeah, I'll take a wild guess as to what happened there. Vader was watching Ken's point of view, because he has nothing else to watch. Heard the plant and went, shoot through that table. Or that desk, or whatever. And Ken stood up and didn't appear to shoot. So I'm wondering if there was a confusion between which desk/table, considering there are like 4 in there. I'm more surprised that he was. I mean, he stood up. He was crouched and stood up. So I mean, the audio cue from that would be decently loud. But I'm kind of surprised that the shots were as accurate as they were.
Locate and defuse bombs.
From Smitty there. Purely audible. I mean, the initial aim was off a bit, but it was a really good flick, really good recovery there. Especially to steal or not really steal, they earned that one hardcore. Their first round win of the game. But, I mean, we can go back and forth about this all day. I think it's really simple. If Vader does good, slow rollers win. If Vader doesn't do good, slow rollers lose in embarrassing fashion. I don't know. This is the only team I feel like they had a close game with all year, it felt like. There's either like a 7-3 win or a 7-3 loss. Another spawn peek from Vader. You think the ACOG he'd hit something, considering he did with no ACOG the last time. But no, that would be wrong. Vader still aggressive early here. We saw Blackbeard. I feel like we didn't see Blackbeard like all regular season. I don't know if Vader's going to be ready for this. This is a very bad spot for him, I feel like. Oh, what a pick! Does he get 2? No! And minimal damage really received there, especially for the price of 1 kill on a Blackbeard nonetheless. Speaking of Blackbeard, I feel like we didn't see him all regular season. And all of a sudden, the playoffs roll around, these games, you know, more pressure, these games seem to matter more. And I think maybe taking a little bit of inspiration from a few days ago, where a few rounds, momentum was taken off of the back of a back-to-back double shield rounds. Maybe Cherry Coke and Smitty trying to do something similar. Are we going to have to see more Blackbeard bans, potentially? As this tournament goes on?
It's like Ken's on cams.
I'm hearing a weird noise coming from... Oh, no, it stopped.
From me?
No, from Smitty's point of view, there was like a thudding noise. Maybe it was just the way he was on the stairs, but there was a very strange set of circumstances. Droning in the spot he is not what I'd love to see. I mean, he's not spottable by any... Oh, Vader surely had to have heard that. He did. He's on the prowl. Ken sees him on camera. Ping goes out.
Swapping mags.
checking for those cap cans on the doors.
Yeah, he's a very responsible player. Yeah, the last thing you want to do is end the round dying to a cap can trip. Vader's waiting very patiently for him here. You think
Kidney cannon could be fatal?
I don't love the way Ken's positioned himself. This is better. I feel like this could be a bait and switch type play. Vader decides that he's had enough of waiting. He wants to get a kill. He wants to end this round. Here we go. More damage dealt, 1 HP, and he's getting out of dodge. A flank from behind, and barbed wire is what does him in. I mean, tough situation, but you know there's a Capcan. There's no way you don't see the barbed wire there. I mean, we've all been guilty of it.
100%.
But that is tough. It's not a great look, but it's coming from a good player just under a lot of pressure. And I think that's the most important thing, is just the amount of pressure you're able to put guys under is so important.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I feel like especially at this level, I mean professionally, there's a lot of thinking that goes into it. High ranks, I feel like it's more mechanical skill that wins you gunfights, not so much perfect positioning. Professionally, you need both. I mean, straight up, you need godlike aim, you need great positioning, a great chess-like mind. Here, you could have either or, and I feel like Vader's a really good medium.
10 seconds left.
As well as Mad Dog.
5 seconds left.
Not to be all chummy with my co-commentator, but I'd put you up there.
Objective is to defuse a bomb.
Septicon, another great one. All-star players. I feel like I'm really excited to see how that goes. It'll be our first, I don't know if we decided 3v3 or 4v4 for that, but I am really excited to see how that goes. No spawn peek.
Sure.
Yeah.
Might go for a quick plan in.
You think they'll take note that Vader has not spawn peeked when they've gone this site? I mean, it's not like it's a difference of like 3 seconds, but you still have to check. But it is interesting to know Vader just doesn't have the time to. I would have preferred a vigil from Vader here. I'm interested to see how the Goyo play goes, giving Ken some assistance early. Ah, I see the idea now. I still don't know if I love it. It's going to deny entry, but it looks like the Raura pick is a brilliant one. I don't know why I didn't pick up on that sooner. Being able to cut off so many flanks. The only issue is you're not going to be able to cut off the stairway, which is what the main issue was last time. Here comes Vader. Same flank.
Might catch somebody off guard.
Oh, he gets some damage done, but not good enough. Oh my goodness, how do they not see each other? It feels like they're right there. From Smitty's point of view, it's even more just shaky. They drone him out now. Does he think he's clear? This could be a massive mistake if he thinks he's clear. Okay, he drones the rest of it out. Yeah, that's great droning there from Smitty. He's gonna push in now. Or no, I think he's waiting.
The best chance.
The no hard breach. Yeah, you're gonna have to apply pressure now. Cherry Coke's watching that. Vader doesn't know that Cherry Coke is there, so this could be a great pick. Oh, what a flick! Oh my goodness, and the Goyo does massive damage to Smitty under a lot of pressure, likely panicking, not thinking straight for sure. And a great finish from Ken. love if that was a little tighter, but when someone's 1 HP like that, I can't believe Vader won that first gunfight he had. That was, I thought for sure he was cooked.
I was spectating Jerry Cook. He tried to hit that flick. He failed miserably.
Vader also tried hitting a flick, and let me tell you, he did not fail miserably. It was quite impressive. I don't even know if it's the flick that I'm the most impressed about, just the realization that there was a second guy looking at him. And such a quick, like, snappy reaction time. Snake off the board. That is a great ban from Smitty and Cherry Coke there. Snake is Vader's #1 blade operator, I think, since he's come out. Vader has gone on about how he's so busted, he's overpowered, he's this, he's that. He really loves Snake. Pause. Eight and 1 to start the day for Vader. And I don't think he's going to cool off. He was worried because I believe Smith and Cherry Coke were warming up, 1v1ing each other. Hasn't really translated to their aim to start today. Can't blame Deimos from Vader. It's going to be tough. I mean, he got target banned. His top two operators, Snake and Dokkaebi, off the board. Miro's just a courtesy ban at this point. Azami, once again, kind of same thing. Just two really good operators. But Vader is being targeted directly.
Team 1970 really needs us this round.
Yeah, this is going to have to be a great defensive start here. Not a whole lot of room here for mistakes.
We got droned out. Yeah, played the network out.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Those Mujammers are coming in handy for that Deimos track.
10 seconds to go.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm wondering if they even brought the mute, assuming, or I guess pre-firing the Deimos pick, and he swaps off. Vader swaps off of it and goes Fuse. Has he played Fuse at all in the tournament?
No. The only logic behind what I'm thinking about is that he might try to Fuse up top while line scans.
Yeah,
that's
that's
they can run in plant.
Definitely the strategy. I can't recall a time he's gone Fuse. This is an interest to see how Vader plays Fuse. Smith's definitely going to be able to flank here. I mean, he's positioned very well for it. Let's just see if he gets caught doing it.
Smitty's coming.
Down white stairs he goes.
Oh, he jumped outside. Smitty's going to hear that. Oh, maybe not. No, he still thinks that he's in fireplace.
This is going to waste some time for Smitty before he realizes they're downstairs, first floor. Vader's right there, just at the entryway. Just trying to open the door and get out of there. Smith presumably will react to this.
Reloaded!
Ken droning Vader in.
Yeah, a lot of information coming out from Ken there. Doing a very good job of that as well. More pressure. Double punch the barricade. Doesn't know there's a shotgun right in front of him. The first one doesn't convert. He's got sight control and he is psyched. But little does he know, Smitty's coming up right behind him. Right behind. Oh, wait a minute. No, Vader's looking there though. He's ready for it. Smith's in the middle of the doorway. He is in the middle of the doorway and the scans go out. Vader knows where he is.
Right angle from Vader here.
Great job shooting the pipe there. He's only got one way out now. Oh, he made it through. The plant's going down. What will Smitty do? He's waiting. He's not... I'm assuming he's trying to bait them into thinking there was a flank. Is there another line scan? No. All out of line scans. Here comes Smitty. Trying to clutch up a 2v1 with the fuser down. I think he crossed the line of sight of Ken. Ken did not shoot him twice. Impact goes out. Another one coming through now. This is going to distract Vader for sure. Vader sees him though. The pre-fires, everyone's whiffing. Shotgun comes out, but it's no good.
That was Alan G there, just pull the trigger, never let go.
Vader is psyched and probably a little embarrassed that everyone just saw that happen live. But it doesn't matter because a win is a win. And they are at match point. Now, I'm just going to double check this. But the most round wins without a loss is 14. That was season 1, which, ironically, Death Vader was a part of that. But that is the overall records. And let me tell you, it is riddled with season 1. Season 1, season 1, season 1, season 1, season 1, season 1. All of it is season 1. The only thing that isn't, that's been tied, is the assists. And I don't know if we'll ever see as explosive of a league as season 1, just because of how, I don't want to say unbalanced, but it was unbalanced, let's be real. We had no way to track anything besides 5v5 stats, and clearly those did not translate very well at all. Most round wins without a loss. You want to guess what that is, Gage?
Without a loss?
Mm-hmm.
Probably gonna get us pretty wrong, but I'm going maybe
10 seconds remaining.
Go. 8.
Yeah, it was 5. If it were not for the 1 round win,
Attackers are moving to defuse.
this is actually the most lopsided victory I think we've ever seen in league history, if they were to win this round. I don't think we've ever had a 7-1. Ken looking for maybe an early pick through Skylight. Now the Brava pick with Capkin on the board is great. I would not be surprised if these Capkin traps, because they don't know there's a Brava just yet, I believe. Yeah, not the slightest clue. I'd honestly, if I were Vader, I don't know if I'd want to send this second drone in, because they have no idea there's a Brava yet. Oh, so much damage just got dealt to Smitty. Oh, I think Cherry Coke just walked through a Capcan trap.
Loading back. He did.
This has been a masterful game from the Slow Rollers. This round started very well.
Code. Making sure that was his captain.
Both Vader's drones destroyed now. No choice but to do the fun part, which is shooting and killing people.
Vader dropped. Skylight.
Another quick kill from Vader, rotating over to Freezer. Oh man, I thought Smitty might have had a chance at him there. Diffuser going down now. Ken's gonna have to watch over him. I don't think this goes well. C4 goes out. That's gonna get it. No, it doesn't. Wow. I thought for sure. Oh, what a shot from Ken! Game 1 goes the way of the Slow Rollers. He was ready for it. Wow. 11-1 and 3-2. Only 3 total deaths from the team. That is ridiculous. Downright ridiculous.
It's insane.
Well, as is a custom for every single time we've done this so far, we will take a short break. Hopefully not a long break. Everyone will go to the bathroom, get your popcorn, do whatever it is you need to do. We'll be back in roughly 5 to 10 minutes. I, myself, am going to eat my dinner. So, everyone's going to go to the bathroom, probably. Vader is usually a very consistent user of the wait period. So, I cannot imagine how much toilet paper he goes through in that house. Point is, short break. We'll be right back. Alrighty, ready for game 2. I don't know where Gage is. I'm gonna assume he's gonna pop up any minute now.
I'm ready.
All right, perfect. I'm sure you
Strong.
and all of the 8 people here had a great conversation as you accidentally forgot to mute your mic or something. But I don't know if that's true. I don't want to make you worry about it. But
I think I was good.
no, think is good enough.
I ran to the restroom, so
And nothing you do could ever be as bad as all 3 times Water Slayers attempted to help Co-Stream. Yeah. All 3 times it got messed up so easily. So I don't know how you change enough as a team to overcome a 7-1, for lack of a better word, ass whooping. That was a straight beatdown on all levels.
right there.
Yeah, I don't think there is another way to. I think that's the worst loss, other than season 1. I think it was SEAL Team X. They were awful, but this season,
Yes.
that is the worst loss we have ever seen. There were 2 7-2 games. Slow Rollers versus GBB. They beat the brakes off of them.
Attackers need
And
to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
NME versus Slow Rollers. So Slow Rollers have been, like I said, involved in a lot of lopsided games either way. They've either destroyed teams or gotten destroyed by teams.
Bomb located by attackers.
So yeah, there's not been a single 7-1 all season until now, and it comes at the hands of the poor unfortunate souls known as Team 1970. How do you bounce back from that?
Razor Bloom go now.
5
I
seconds
don't
left.
think you can.
I
just
can't
feel like if they
imagine.
isolate
Defuse a bomb.
Darth Vader, they might be able to get the pick on King Ken
Taking
as
the Razor Bloom.
from the previous map. Darth Vader died first, and then King Ken was all alone for the 1v2. But they
The
can't
issue
kill
with
Darth
that
Vader.
is, I was gonna say, the issue with that is you have to kill Darth Vader first.
Yes.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
That's the
Attackers recovered the bomb.
Big problem, massive problem there. It's like NME. It's pretty simple. If you kill Mad Dog, your odds are decent. The biggest issue is Wild Games is not a slouch either. Is he 2v1 consistently material? I wouldn't say, but he could do it if you make a mistake. You leave an opening, he will. He has the opportunity. He will do it.
Second floor.
So yeah, I'm having
Let's
play
move.
from Vader here.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
I didn't.
here's the pick on Cherry Coke early.
I don't know if I can watch another one of these.
Who knows? This one might be a 7-0.
I like Smitty's setup here, but
What
what just happened?
What was Vader doing?
What just happened?
Was he trying to sneak up on him, or? I'm speechless.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! What just happened?
If I'm Vader, I'd be embarrassed.
I
I got no words. Did he just not see him? Were you spectating Vader?
No, I wasn't.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
What was he doing?
I'm currently communicating with him. That is
Oh.
man.
10 seconds to go.
I would like to sit here and be like, oh man, that
5
could
seconds
cost him, but based off of last game,
Bomb located by
nah,
attackers.
it's
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
7 straight wins is still a possibility, as it is.
That's why you gotta communicate with your teammate right there.
Yeah, the team communication between Vader and Kidney Ken has not been great, like whatsoever.
Ram play from Vader here.
It would have helped if Vader had just asked Ken if he was at the top of the stairs just to confirm, or asked if it was clear. That's just I'm gonna be hung up on that for a few more rounds, I think.
Me too. I'm still speechless. I don't know how someone manages to do that.
Oh, I like the noise distraction, but the Fenrir going off is not going to help the situation. Vader goes down. The hands of Cherry Coke. Ken all by himself. At least he has diffuser, but he's upstairs, and I wouldn't trust an inexperienced player to hold a top-down angle. There's so much time left, and I know Ken is going to use all of it. If he has any say. Watch him go jump down that hatch now.
Stairs.
Neither of them are watching the hatch. Where to drop hatch, now would be the time. That flashbang is going to change things, though. Presumably, no, neither of them budge. Neither of them budge. You throw another one, the second it goes off, you drop. Oh, and that's going to cover for the plant. Oh, this might be a master play. Smith immediately on the scene, looking for Ken, finds him and gets the kill. Diffuser found instantly, and honestly, I think that's about as good as it was gonna go for Ken in that situation.
I can't believe they let him plant off.
No, that's great IQ there from Ken to get that all done. I don't know if Vader was in his ear or whatever, whatnot, but that was a good play. Yeah, as much as it was a good play, how did neither of them react to flashbangs going off inside of sight? I'm sorry, what is this lineup? Blitz Amaru?
It's a great lineup. What do you mean?
I don't know about this one, Chief. I don't know, Jim. I don't know. This one might be, we might be trying to cook a little too hard with this one.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
You know, maybe 1970 is fine. Maybe they just had a really tough game one. And that was just the end all be all. It was just a bad game one. I don't know. They seem to be holding their own. I will say, I felt the same way about the Slow Rollers their last series versus your team, ironically enough, Gage. Where it felt like game one, they were like, wow, these guys are really good. And then game two, it was like, what just happened? It just felt like,
They fell off.
yeah, they just got way too confident. The first three, Cherry Coke is spawn peeking, I think. Oh, it backs off of it.
Kidney Ken is watching watching it.
Explosive ordnance is ready.
Did see him switch to Cali off of Maru.
And from Blitz to Lion for Kidney Ken. Is Vader jumping in? Vader's in!
Yes, he is.
And that gunfight did not last very long. A headshot
No,
for
it did
Smith
not.
off rip. This is what I mean. I feel like Vader's just over. He's just. This wasn't the same Vader we saw game one.
No.
I understand they didn't attack very much game one, but. Oh, this might be bad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
There's
what are
no
you
way.
doing?
What's happening right now?
What is this game right now?
what am I experiencing?
All they gotta do is run to the bridge and pick out the window.
I think Cherry Coke might be thinking about doing that. There's a castle barricade there. That should still be fine, though. I mean, that's not that big. Just tear it down.
Oh, but Kenny Kid is watching.
Oh, down he goes. His life got an extra. Even that's a little funky there. Ken's life was extended 30 seconds. Or sorry, what am I talking about? I think it was Smitty. Smitty's life he shouldn't have been there in the first place. I don't understand. I'm so confused. Smitty started 5-0 now. I mean, it looks like they swapped places or something. Well, technically they did because one team's defending first now. But, like, both teams get the same amount of rounds, attack and defense.
We'll see what happens as soon as the roles swap.
I mean, I have
Defense.
plenty of confidence that Vader can do what Vader does best on defense. It's not like Canal's one of his favorite maps in the whole world, but this is just. I mean, it's the other side of the coin. You know what? You know,
Yeah.
we were just talking about this. Blown out or they blow people out. There's no in between with this team. Either Vader's on it and you're getting cooked, or he's
Attackers
not
need to locate
and
defuse
it's
bombs.
over. There's no in between. And even if it's somewhere in the middle, that probably means it's still over. It does not matter with this team.
Bomb located by attackers.
We barricaded. Swapping mags.
Ten seconds left. 5 seconds left.
Throwing a dread mine.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
I don't know where you go from here. If you're Vader, I mean, you gotta dial back the pace, I feel like. He's just been bum rushing into the map. It doesn't look like he's... Oh, maybe a drone coming out from Vader. That seems, not the most normal. He doesn't drone for very long. He's gonna hear the scope host swap, though. He's gonna know there's a scope host. And he's not gonna check anything else. He's just gonna go straight to it and shoot it. Maybe he'll try and bait it. He hears someone on the stairs. That's gonna change his plan slightly. He's not a threat from where scope host currently is, but still scary. Okay.
You
All
might
right.
just sit there and wait.
Setting a dread mine.
Is Smitty gonna swap? It looks like he is. Oh.
Pay off. Oh.
Oh. Vader's nodding his head yes. Vader wants it so bad. He's not happy.
Barrel.
No, we can't. Here comes the swap!
Oh,
Down he
no!
goes!
Oh, the patience paid off. That was just unfortunate.
Vader's doubling back with Ken here now, it looks like. Nope, he's going his own way. Just gonna leave Ken by himself. No one's... Oh, the FNAT's gonna cause some issues. Are there any on that... no, he's IQ, so it doesn't matter. Just completely overexposed there from Cherry Coke. Not a good angle for that attack specifically, or really any push that isn't through the B-site bomb there. Slow Rollers take their first round. I mean, there are worse things. We saw the same thing in the first game. Slow Rollers took 3 rounds, and then 1970 took 1, and then it was all Slow Rollers from there. And I don't want to be that guy, but it is set up the exact same way. I would like to believe that Vader's got enough talent in his fingers to make that not the case.
I wonder if they're going to switch to Bravo instead of this Capcan pick here.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I think they're banking on that, and that's why they're going Mozzie here.
That will slow them. Device deployed.
Same lineup as last round, it appears. IQ and Ying for the Slow Rollers, and that IQ turned to a Brava for Vader. Obviously, the defenders stuck with Capcan and Mozzie. Nothing they can change there, but
5 seconds left.
even if they could, they wouldn't, because they'd have no way to know.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Got us a new trash set. Stay clear.
Split spawns, but I'd imagine they're going to meet up in the middle here. Just a difference of how they want to get there.
Clutch online.
Look at that, somebody did get both their drones.
That's pretty crucial, especially for them. They're a very intel-heavy team. Technically speaking, shouldn't Vader be able to steal those back?
Yes.
That is such an interesting way for things to go. Get your drone stolen and then steal it back. They're actually going to hear the Brava this time, though. They know it was coming just preemptively, but he missed the drone completely that time. Oh! Brava drone down. Mozzie gets one.
One hack left on. Oh.
Yeah, only one hack left on it. You were correct.
Yes. Oh, he just hacked one of their drones back.
Yeah, that's a cute little interaction there. I thought Vader was going to try and double back through that door and see if he could bait him walking into the Capcan trap. Did not happen. Smitty with a C4 out, looking like it's going to head... Or the plan is for it to go to Vader, but Vader's not where Smitty thinks he is. Vader's just going to stand there, very menacingly, with a C4 in his hands. Finally gets... had his fun with it. This is dissectable, but you're gonna have to go through somebody here unless you have smokes, which he does. He could smoke off the A site doorway.
Looks like Cherry Coke's rotating back.
Oh. I hated that for Vader. I feel like he should have died there. Smith's not paying attention to the right spot here. Vader could come up behind him. Nope. Finally turns around. He's ready for him. One-on-one gunfight. Let's see what happens. Backs off. C4 gets pulled.
Oh.
Oh, and he catches him off guard. Way too late. Cherry Coke misses on Kidney Ken. Tries to get him back. No good. No damage done from either party there. Back to Vader. They're going to double up. Ken's going to get the diffuser down. Vader's going to have to cover. Smoke goes out. 6 seconds left. Cherok's got to make a play. Diffuser is down. Vader set himself up really nicely here. I don't think Cherok's going to see this coming. Oh, he heard it though, but it's too late. Once again, Vader strikes. Sheesh. Alright, Vader tied Smitty with kills now. They're both 5. They both have 5. Difference is Smitty has 1 less death, and that 1 less death has converted into 1 extra round win thus far. I think the slow rollers have all done all the damage they really need to on attack, at least.
It's pretty much just a 1v1 here, as you can see. Just mainly Vader and Smitty going at it.
Yeah, it's been a it's been an extended 1v1. It's a 1v1 with extra steps.
Yeah.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
It's like a basketball 1v1, but if you make the bucket, you have to shoot a free throw after, and only if you make the free throw does it count.
Oh, God.
You know, because ball doesn't lie, you know?
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Nah, the ball do lie.
Oh, the ball has lied many of times, so many times. One day the ball will pay for its lies. Until then, we're just going to have to live with it.
Good job.
10 seconds to go.
He's got some cute ones. Oh, that's really nice. There should be a default camera there, to be honest. That's a really nice, that's really good.
That's what I was saying. It's really nice because you see it's almost all of A.
Vader's not happy about how long that window took to, he's really not happy. He's throwing a temper tantrum right now about that window. He's finally stopped. There's no way this frag grenade works. Okay, Cherok's moved. That's so unfortunate. This could have been frag of the year. Oh, he actually flushed Cherokok out of that spot. If he had not moved, Cherokok would have been dead.
I don't think his aim was.
Oh my goodness! He was about 2 for 2. If you could cook grenades, Cherokok would be dead.
I get a peek on.
Oh no,
Oh no.
Gage, somebody cooked him there. Oh man, nothing Vader could do. Nothing Vader could do there at all. Good spot there from Smitty. Vader just no one really sits there, you know?
Switch to Smitty right when that happened.
Oh, you didn't miss much. I'm not loving standing directly in front of the window with no cover for 5 seconds there from Kindigan. He could do a lot better with not exposing his body that much. Well, we can call it around just about right now. That Goyo trap's going to kill just about all the time left. I don't think there's a single way Ken can get into sight. He's got to kill both of them. And the swing from Smith's going to end things prematurely. Good adjustment there.
We're at head level.
Yeah. Makes things so much easier. The recoil control was, very good. He missed the first shot, but rebounded. I find a lot of times with DMRs, if I miss the first shot, things get real out of whack real quick.
Oh, yeah.
It's just overcorrection after overcorrection. But very patient shots there. Vigil off the board. And I can't say I'm surprised. Vader loves himself the SMG-12. Like, way too
Yes,
much.
he does.
Way too much. Cav as well. So both Vader and Ken getting their operators, their main operators, I feel like we've seen today, target banned.
But once Mirror is not banned, I wonder if we're going to see a Mirror play here.
There's a certain someone who will be devastated if there's a mirror on the board here. Would you look at that?
I spoke it into existence.
How'd that...
Like I knew he plays them.
It's almost like people don't play Mira a lot because Mira's always off the board.
Exactly.
Very rare, and he's going to have that for a good
Attackers
few
need to
rounds as well.
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
We're going to have, let's see how this goes, I guess. Mira's pretty decent on this site, I feel like, especially with the 90 hull there. You can look right into that. It's going to be very hard to hold an angle without being seen.
Home improvement time.
And the one facing an exterior, I don't love that. It's kind of like castles that like go to like doors or windows that are facing outside. It's kind of just like it costs time, but people get there early. They're just gonna punch it.
10 seconds to insertion. Bomb located by attackers.
And there's not a whole lot you can do about it. But it does counter any strong angles on rappel from up there. So
Attackers' objective
there's that
is
as
to
well.
defuse a bomb.
Wall secured.
Here's why you got to ban Mirror.
Well, I don't know if they'll have all too much trouble with her this round specifically because Ace, in theory, should destroy the wall and the Mira with it. With no real issue, unless they miscalculate something rather severely.
Death Vader is peeking door.
Yeah, no,
So
this
he's
is...
waiting for one.
This is such a cheeky angle on this map. I honestly hate it so much whenever anyone dies to it.
Oh, he's walking away.
Ken's been spotted on drone. I think he's realized though. I don't know if he'll move from that spot. It looks like he will. Oh, Vader gets his angle finally paid off. I honestly forgot he was there. Scared me a little bit. Smith's into the building now.
He did walk away for a little bit, but then he chose to return to the doorway at the perfect moment.
If I'm Vader, I'm telling Ken to stay put. Don't move. Just hold that angle.
Vader has C4 pulled.
Yeah, this should be... Oh, that's not quite good enough. Smith wants Ken to overextend so badly. Just make it a 1v1. That's all he's thinking. Just make it a 1v1. Make the mistake. Good counter there. Mira's gone. Even gunfight now. For Smith on Vader. Vader very cautious with his bullets. I'm surprised he didn't try and wallbang.
Kenny Ken should swing. Oh, Vader took it into his own hands.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ken probably should have swung there. Once again, I can't blame him all too much. He's just not, all there. With his siege knowledge, that's something that Vader needs to communicate. I'm sure, like in situations like that, if Vader had died, he'd probably be like, "Why didn't you swing? Why didn't you swing?" But that's one thing, you have to understand what your teammate does and does not know, and you need to tell him the things that you know he doesn't know. And if you want him to swing, you have to tell him to swing. That's it's just one of those things. It's not like playing in a 5 stack with Mad Dog and a few select others from the league. You've got to teach them. You got to teach them these things.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, with a team like Vader's, it's bound to happen where one doesn't exactly understand what to fully do.
Now you see me?
But almost
Now
every
you
other
know.
team,
Attackers
there's
have
great
discovered the location
communication.
of a bomb.
Everyone knows the call outs. They know where the competitions are from.
Mhm.
It's just one of the downsides to having a.
There are plenty of moments where like I just feel like a swing would be appropriate, and I've asked Vader to swing something. It's not exactly a thing where it's like, oh, he doesn't know. It's not that always you shouldn't know, because Ken can't see what Vader can see. You've got to have that context. So I'd imagine Vader would give that comm. He's a veteran. You've got to assume he knows that Ken would need to be asked to do that. So I'm imagining he just didn't ask. I'm kind of surprised he didn't, but
Yeah, sweet quick push from 1970. It's already at Trey Cook's in.
and I did leave that up for free. Once again, Ace is going to counter the Mira. Better can't destroy it. So now that wall goes 2 ways and it's manipulable.
Quite understand the Bravo pick, I guess, for the alarms. Oh, downward Smith. Good angle from Vader here. Oh, good free fire by Cherry Coke. Unless he's stalling. I'm not sure.
Yeah, what a pre-fire from Cherry Coke there.
Was it pre-fire?
Yeah, it was.
Yes,
It was beautiful. That is such a massive gunfight when he's gotta secure the W though.
Good angle from Ken here. He can just hit the shots when he walks across.
Oh, wallbang finishes him off. That is clutch. You needed to tie it there. Oof. That could have gone either way.
It's cutting it close, that's for sure.
Yeah, that is for sure. That kill that Cherry Coke had there was elite. He knew, he timed it. He just had Vader's number there. It was so impressive. Vader had gone, because there was a hole in the wall on each side. He went from the far one, went close, and he pre-fired it perfectly. Like 2 bullets went off, and then the third one hit Vader in the head. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I was spectating Vader when it happened, but as soon as it happened, I switched over to Ken by accident.
Totally sure. I had accidentally muted myself. I was hooting and hollering, and then I looked down, and I was like, "Oh, there's an orange button on my PlayStation controller. That is not what you want to see."
Time for some home improvement.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
That's such a pivotal round. That is such a pivotal round there as well. Ken securing that round win there makes this such a different ball game, because I feel like if 1970 had won that round, I feel like we're going to overtime.
10 seconds left before insertion.
5-3, we're going to overtime at best for the slow rollers. But
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
with that round win, the slow rollers can very easily win this in regulation. I mean, it's been kind of iffy either way. This hasn't been really a defender-sided or attacker-sided. I mean, it's obviously been defender-sided, but I could see this going to overtime still. I just feel like advantage is the slow rollers right now.
One thing's for sure. Mirror's definitely getting banned in the next phase. That's
Oh yeah,
100% positive right
and
there.
deservedly so.
Mm-hmm.
I really love how Smith and Cherry Coke both droned the exact same area there. It's very, very cute.
Vader on a rotate. Probably gonna try to get behind them here.
Mira isn't quite as quiet as Vigil though, so we'll see how that ends up going. Smith might be the first one to encounter Vader. Oh, did he hear
I think
him?
you heard her.
Wow, that is great. No one needs to check his ears. His ears are perfect. Here comes this challenge, and down Vader goes. That is crucial.
Absolutely destroyed.
Cherry Coke applying pressure onto Ken now. Looking to redeem himself. He can't do it. Smith not in an area to get the refrag. Maybe distraction. Vader's not falling for it. Ken's not falling for it. Vader with pings.
I was about to say Vader left Ken in a 2v1 situation again, but Ken threw that right back around. 1v1 now.
Another ping's gonna come out. Calling crossing right side. Ken. Ooh, did he have the ability to? Oh, he gets another round win.
What a clutch by Ken there. That patience with trigger discipline was absolutely perfect. Saw the gun, didn't bother swinging, stayed still. As soon as he saw the whole body, he fired.
Yeah, great trigger discipline as well. I can't tell you how many times we've seen players lose out on kills because they shoot too soon.
I know I have a really bad habit of doing that. That's why
I'd rather shoot the chest or the shoulder than the hand. Won't do much damage.
No, nice tries there. Mirror going by.
Man, if only Water Slayer hadn't gotten in their ear about Mira, they wouldn't have probably been as successful as they were. I don't want to say the gadget was all too useful, but the gun rips. The gun absolutely rips.
That too.
Yeah.
But it's just seeing the window, not knowing if someone's behind it or not. It's just
I really do like the gadget. I feel like Team 1970 did a great job of countering it to the best of their abilities. Seems like every time they saw one, it was destroyed pretty quickly. And I don't think they really ever got killed because of it, other than maybe the one round in basement, which obviously was a very pivotal round. I think maybe, I forget who it was, I believe it was Lion, if I'm not going crazy, which I could be, died crossing a breach.
That was Brava. That was
Brava. Why did I think, why am I imagining a yellow? I don't know why.
It could have been when
attackers have located a bomb.
Slow
5 seconds left.
were attacking, and then they dropped patch, but
attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
No, I don't know. I am going crazy.
okay, we all belong in a loony bin.
Yeah, I mean, we're playing Siege. Well, I guess we aren't, but they are, and we're watching it. For free.
Yeah, true.
Activated. Dreadmine going out.
Vendor play here coming from Vader.
My honest to God, we should be talking about Game 3 right now. I feel like Team 1970 absolutely blew 2 of the last 3 rounds. They don't know Vader's here. Cherry Coke immediately goes down. A very rare snake sighting here. Smith's gonna cross an F not mine here, but he's not. It's not activated, so it's not gonna be an issue.
Okay, here on cams. For some reason, I feel like Ken does more being on cams than actual playing.
Vader looking for a match point.
I retract my statement.
Oh, Ken!
God.
Wow. Ow. I mean, I gotta question the thought process to peek there, but
Maybe thought shooting was gonna stop, but it just never did. I eat my words so fast.
you know, I, at the start of this game, I was thinking, oh my god, what happened to the slow rollers? We are now 6-4 match point, and I am thinking, oh my god, what happened to Team 1970? They had, I mean, it should be like 5-6 right now at the very least. At the very
Attackers
least.
need to locate
You
and
could say, you
defuse
should,
bombs.
in theory, they should be up 6-5.
That should.
They have not converted on
Attackers
Ken.
discovered the location of a bomb.
And we can even talk that round. Another kill for Ken, and I don't want to say like, oh, you die to the second fragger. Oh my goodness, what a blunder. But like the 2-on-1, I don't care who it is. If you have a 2-on-1, you should win 90% of the time, regardless.
Seconds left
I
before
don't.
insertion.
It's got to be select few where it's like 2-on-1 doesn't matter.
Seconds remaining.
And I'm going to tell you right now, Ken is not one of the guys where you
Attackers
should not be
objective is
converting
to
on
defuse the bomb.
2-on-1s.
I just feel like that every time so far it's been 2-on-1s, they just Team 1970 just gets a massive ego and they just swing by themselves and then they just go down one by one.
Blitz play is going to be interesting here. I think Vader might find himself another early pick if Chercoke's not. Oh no.
Oh, I think Trey Coke heard that.
Yeah, it's that little move
That
there.
he did.
Oh, flashes him. Shots go out. Damage goes both ways there, but ultimately, I don't think it's going to matter all too much. It's like Smitty's looking for where Kidney Ken is, noticing he's on cams in sight. I think Smith wants to go. The issue is they don't know Vader's in bathroom. I think Cherry Coke does. It appears that maybe Smith doesn't know. How is nobody dead? How is nobody dead?
Shield and Smitty.
That shield just saved 1,000 damage from going Smitty's way.
That's twice now. So
Cherry covered that beautifully. Alright, they know he's in bathroom now. It looks like Smith's going another way. And I like the way this is looking for Smitty here. He might be able to go in through the window. Oh no, Vader's rotated. Once again, he's just calling their every move.
Oh, he's been spotted. He's going to drop though. Go for the rotate.
I don't think Smith knows that he's dropped. But Chercoke's waiting for him on the other side. Oh, Vader's stuck. Vader's stuck.
Oh, he got spotted.
Vader's stuck. They have him trapped. So either Ken comes to save him.
Uh-oh.
Smith versus Kidney Ken. Down goes Ken Vader. No, and he's dead to Blitz.
Not much there in Vader's position.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. He got caught out in a really awkward spot there. I would like to point out, I really thought Vader would have followed the buck once he realized his teammate had died, but I think he might have already been engaged in that fight for a little bit longer than his teammate was in trouble. Clash? Oh boy, he's tired of the shield nonsense. He wants to go home. He does not want to see overtime. And there are a few other people who probably don't want to see overtime. Also known as my girlfriend. I told her, I told her at the start, this was 11 o'clock, I said, I'm sorry, no, 10:43, I said, looks like Ryan is going to take care of business in 2 games. I'll be done by 11:45 if he does it again. It is 11:32. If this game is not done, I will have officially lied. And that is not good. It's not good to lie to your significant other. In my defense, how the fuck was I supposed to know? But, nonetheless.
Well, the same thing happened in his previous match.
Mm-hmm.
He did well, and then he went too far down the rabbit hole. Just didn't do much.
Now, undoubtedly, Ash is a Clash counter. But is Smitty gonna have anything left by the time he gets to Vader? And that's gonna be the real question, especially with Castle. It's gonna be hard to limit the usage. They've got really good control. Oh, it's a small speck of damage done to Vader there. Down goes Ken. That was a quick one. Vader's going to be pincered on both sides here. Let's see what he decides to do about it. He's moving. He's moving to the best of his abilities. Smith could have covered from behind. Oh my goodness. What? Okay. It converts either way, but that could have happened so much sooner. There was a way that Vader could have won that. Alright, so last time these two teams went to overtime, it ended prematurely. Now, would it be rude of me to pause this game after the next team wins, just to mess with them a little bit?
No. I mean, I think it's funny.
I also think it's funny, but is it professional? Absolutely not.
No, it's not.
I think after this we just take a little moment of silence for the game that never finished, brought to you by Mad Dog. I think that's what we have to do there. I think we just gotta take a moment of silence for the game that never was.
Barricade up!
Looks like they are going trip out first, trying to get rid of that blitz.
Repelling hostiles are in for a surprise.
There's a questionable Capcan. Put it on that window.
No such thing as a questionable Capcan. Only Capcans that you don't see coming.
10 seconds left before
Because who would put a Capcan trap there? They'll be fine. I don't love how these are being placed in the middle. Like,
You want to say not
attackers are
questionable?
moving out to locate
it's not questionable, it's unpredictable.
That's pretty questionable.
Nah, it's unpredictable. You could never see that coming. Except for the part where you could very easily see it. But if you don't, then you'll never see it coming, you know? Vader would have done a great job in his spot if Cherry Coke, who was using Blitz, was doing Blitz-like activities and just barreled into the map. Ken's in an interesting spot as well. I wonder what he thought of to get up there. Not an overall like difficult spot to get into. It's just something that I don't think Ken would know outright, unless he was taught in a previous excursion, or Vader maybe taught him just now. Oh, how was that a headshot?
I don't know. I'm not gonna question it though.
I'm going to question it just a little bit. How? Did the shield go non-existent there?
I guess the shield's not bulletproof.
The glass on the... Wow, maybe he saw it coming.
Vader doing his door peek right here.
Looks like the heat's coming Kidney Ken's way, though.
It might.
Oh, is Ken getting out of... Yeah, he's getting out of there. Good decision overall, I believe, for Kidney Ken. Vader's outside. It's going to distract him a little bit. Definitely rattle the bones of Smith for at least half a second.
Doors barricaded.
Smith's going around town now. Soft breach charge going in, but he can just walk in stealthily. He's going to blow the wall all open now, and they'll be none the wiser thanks to Vader punching a hole there. Now... Oh no. He had to do that eventually. He's gonna rotate back around. Gunfight with Vader should be the deciding factor here. He gets the kill! Plant. We have seen Kidney Ken not be great in plant scenarios. He's gonna charge at him, get Smith off of it. That was well played. Smith's gonna feel compelled to stick it now. Oh, what a knife!
That's... Will this go to double overtime?
My jaw has never been a 6'7". My jaw has never been on the floor this much in my life. Now, it's at this time I would like to take a moment of silence for the overtime game that never got finished. Round 3 on Oregon. Thank you, Kyle. Point is, this one, because I didn't mess things up, will be going all the way to the finish. And I don't want to brag, but... To be fair, it was week 3. Actually, no. How do you get 3 weeks into the season and not know that your overtime is screwed? I understand we didn't have an overtime game until week 3, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But how did we go that long without knowing? You know what the funniest part is? Some of those games, my settings were fine, I'm pretty sure. I think it was only Kyle's that were fudged. Which is the ironic part. I don't know how that happens. We've been dogging on Kyle so much. I guess you could call him Mad Dog. But yeah.
10 seconds to insertion.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be here
You're welcome.
every night, bar Wednesdays and Tuesdays.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
It's my best dad joke, okay? Vader and Kidney Ken have to respond at this point. I guess it's time to talk KDs because we could be done pretty quickly if things go south for Vader and company. Vader, a 1.3 kill death ratio. Ken has a 0.7 on attack, only a 0.4 on defense. So Ken gets better, Vader gets worse. worse. It actually makes up the gap almost. Smitty's got a 1.5 defensively. Cherrycoke only a 0.7. Would have loved if Ken had called out the goo mine he saw there with a ping or something. Looks like Cherrycoke's making his way upstairs right now. He could potentially catch both of them off guard as they're both on drones right now.
Ken is
Hacking
going
now.
up with
Device
Vader.
converted.
Might be hot dropping hatch. They're in.
Ken's surely going to plant right then and there. No, he does not. He moves a little bit. That he might be more susceptible. Oh, that thorn trap was stolen. Brilliant play from Vader. And diffuser's down. Oh, that Ying's going to blind Vader. Yeah, no, that's not good at all. Down goes Smitty. Ken with a great kill. Cherrycoke, last man left. Vader with an LMG. Or sorry, no, Ken with an oh no, Ken's gone. No LMG at all. Vader's prone. Cherrycoke doesn't know. Can he get the transfer? He does. Diffusing, and we are going to map 3. My goodness.
Insane.
What a game. The longer this night goes on, it's 11:45. I would like it to be known right now that technically speaking, if the game had ended, I would have been right and I'd be out of here by 11:45. That being said, the game didn't end, so I'm completely wrong. Sorry, series didn't end, so I'm completely wrong. And I'd also like it to know, it seems the later we get into this, the more unprofessional this gets. But I think that's just the uniqueness of the playoffs. I can't hold it forever, guys. I can do one game. I think I can't imagine what a 5-game series is going to do. Ken's been heating up. I will say that Ken performed very well that last map. So I think just about, I mean, that diffuser down there would have helped if Vader got the kill to continued on to 7-7 match point, or yeah. But wow, what a game. I can't count the amount of times my jaw was just on the floor, just in awe of the mistakes, the amazing plays. I don't think how. Okay, here's my question for you, Gage.
All right, let's hear it.
How on God's green earth do you go from losing to a team 7-1 to beating them in overtime 8-6?
All right, I got a speculation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Vader might have been so focused that first game, but then as soon as he realized, oh, easy game, second one's gonna be just the same. So he probably eased up, relaxed a little bit more, just fell off, lost all that focus that he had during the first one. This damn dog. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. I cannot. I know I've said it a lot, but I really cannot believe that was such a great game. Maybe one of the best games of all time. I know it wasn't the absolute cinema 7-7 match point. Sorry, folks. I'm just texting the guys to make sure they're all ready. All right, it appears we're ready. So, as we talked about very early on in the day at this point, Borders, the last map. And I honestly feel like this is a very neutral pick for either team. Gage is hushing the dog. My phone is about to die. My laptop's about to die. I feel like I'm going to die. And we are in game 3. I can't imagine what the guys that are in this are feeling, considering most of them have work in the morning. So, and honestly, I feel like you guys, the audience, you guys win. You guys get to watch a great game and just enjoy and vibe out and fall asleep. Everyone here is probably just exhausted and ready to go home. Are we going to see a Blitz Blackbeard ban? Perks being the higher seed, of course. Vader and Ken start on defense. But I feel like we've seen the exact same thing out of Vader both times he's played in the playoffs so far. He wins big game 1 and then doesn't take the second game seriously. It didn't feel like to start that game. I mean, we're talking 3 rounds. We went to overtime. Those first 3 rounds, I don't feel like he took it that seriously. I don't know if he was just relaxed a little bit more. It just didn't feel as snappy. He didn't punish as much as I thought he would. So I don't know if it's just a mindset thing, but it seems like both game 2s he's had to play in so far, he's had lapses in judgment.
Looks like Vader did resort going back to Vigil as soon as he got the option to.
Bomb located by attackers.
Wall secured.
I do have a personal report. Not going to give an exact quote or anything, but Vader is not happy with his performance in the second game.
5 seconds to go.
As well.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Stay in control at all times.
Oh,
Got you 6.
gonna see a run out from Vader here. They did go Blackbeard. Might get it. Oh, down goes Smitty from the run out by Vader.
Yep. I mean, that's classic Vader stuff right there. I'm surprised they're still letting him get away with it at the start of game 3. I feel like you had 2 games to get used to it. But they got the opening pick, and once again, Vader ducks right back into sight. I feel like you can't allow the man advantage. I guess Cherry Coke with a shield might be able to do something. But it is not looking great to start this third game.
Looks like Cherry Coke knows that hack. Could we see a potential rotate from Vader going down edge up middle?
말보다는 행동이.
Thing comes out onto Kidney Ken. Cherry Coke does get the pick.
It's got to be a fake. Great fake there.
Tags come out onto Vader.
You know, I think Cherry Coke was banking on Vader running out of bullets there, I think was the idea. Unfortunately, the SMG-12, I can't remember the exact number, but I think it was like 40-something bullets it has.
I think
So,
it's 36
It just feels like it's so many bullets compared to any secondary SMG in the market right now. So so many bullets. It's basically a second primary. It's just juiced recoil. And Vader doesn't have all too many issues with it. If anything, it helps him. Um, I'm surprised they let Vigil happen. I feel like you let Ken have Cav. I feel like that's the natural order there, because you let Vader have Vigil game one and he smoked you guys. You know
Attackers need to locate
that would be
and
my
defuse as many
thought.
bombs as they can.
My thought. At least at this point in time, I feel like the Vigil ban was the right idea, and I think they've missed um, not banning him.
Not 100%.
War reinforced. Evac.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Reinforcing the wall.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
No spawn peek from Vader. Or at least wait.
It's rather aggressive, I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah. If he doesn't run out, Smitty might be in trouble here. They get droned.
Vader's on to... Oh, he
Oh,
absolutely
that was Cherry.
bullies Cherry Coke. What a knife as well. It felt like such a borderline katana there.
Back to site. Great choice going sludge when you're playing castle.
What is Smitty doing? He's on drone now, but... Okay, he's on the move. Cheats are installed. He's ready. Maybe cheats weren't installed.
I believe he was still it came up there for Cherry to watch in case he tried to rotate.
No shields this time. I mean, I always make this antidote knowing full well they can change it at any given moment in the drone phase. You really gotta wait. Vader 4-0 up to this point as well. Very nice.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Well, I've completely missed this talking point for the entire day, so I guess we can use this time now to talk about it. The rest of the games for this round, which I've been advised to call this the bottom bracket round 1. The only top bracket is in round 2, technically, according to Boss Man himself. So, Slow Rollers, number 4 Slow Rollers versus number 7 Team 1970. That is right now what you are currently watching. If you couldn't deduce that by the last 3 hours, I don't know what to tell you.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Number 3 versus number 8. Number 3 Tsunami versus number 8 GBB. That is the other bottom bracket game to be played. Loser goes home. They are done. Finito. Raider look just about prepped and ready now. What now? Yeah, no, Boss Man definitely did not mess up that overtime match. For legal reasons that are, I don't want to be fired. The Boss Man and Mad Dog are two different people. And additionally, Kyle is also a third separate person from those two. Vader is so aggressive, man. Oh my goodness, what is happening? I feel like he just plays like he's the best player in the world at times. I'm not saying he is the best player in the world. I just feel like sometimes the way he plays so aggressively. I think it really works out because I feel like a lot of players in this league play more timid, and he feels like so free, so fast, the way he gets around. Oh, Vader's been spotted now. Gets one. Can he get the second? No! Just misses. Everyone still at play here. Oh my goodness, there's no way. Okay. Ooh, damage dealt. Just about equal. Oh!
No way!
The barricade from Giddy again! Oh my goodness!
What a play!
Wow! Get down, Mr. President! Oh my god, there's not a physical way for me to glaze that harder. Well, there is. There's not an amount of glaze that's enough for that. That was beautiful work. Anyway, to bring things down a touch, top bracket. Loser gets sent down to the bottom bracket. We've got number 5 filled up, heyo, versus number 2 Wiggles, and number 1 overall undefeated Enemy versus number 6 Just Team 2. If you're wondering how the first round went, well, technically you'd be able to deduce how that went if you tried hard enough. Number 4, Slow Rollers, lost to number 5, Filled Up, in what was supposed to be a very close series that turned into technically a 3-game series, but they were all blowouts, all 3 games. So you can ask how that happened, and I will tell you, it was the Slow Rollers. That's just what happens.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Tsunami, number 3 seed, who's had a really tough run of form lately, lost to the number 5 seed. That would be the lowest seed that had to play in that round. Filled Up.
Hurt my feelings now, huh? I see how it is.
Sorry, you wouldn't have been the lowest seed. Wouldn't it be? Where's the 60? Sorry, not the lowest seed that played in that round. Number 6, Just Team 2, was the team that Tsunami lost to. That is on me.
5 seconds left.
Feel a bit better now.
Filled Up railed Slow Rollers in games 2 and 3. That is what happened. Vader not going Vigil here. Let's see how it plays out. Usually it's Ken that goes Captain, but I guess this is just the setup he wanted. Once again, I know there are so many useful operators to get rid of, but I feel like Castle is one that should be more sought after to be banned.
I just think the reason why we don't do it is because there's so many things that you can go counter Castle to destroy those. So.
Yeah, but those are at the cost of a lot of noise. It allows the defenders to play freer and more focus on one or two less areas. And I think as a defense, it just makes you so much more comfortable. It's not like it's actually that hard to deal with. It's the comfortability that you allow the defense to have when they don't have to watch their flank.
Cherry being droned in by Smith.
But I guess in the same extent, if you can drone in and figure out that both defenders are in sight, it gives you a lot of comfortability as well.
Quiet as a mouse.
So I guess it works both ways. That is a spot that we've seen a lot of people use if you're, you know, regular siege-wise. It's not technically, like, it doesn't register as a doorway in your brain, but you can put a Kapkan trap there. It is a beautiful spot for anyone who doesn't use it, and as a Kapkan main, beautiful spot, and a beautiful placement there from Vader.
I know, I died there all the time.
You just, like, look at it. It just doesn't look like you're allowed to put one there.
It's just a normal hallway to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought Ken was on the other, wrong side of that wall there for a second. I think Vader's trying to figure out how he wants to play this, and it looks like it's going to be the flank. That's always the option. Is stalemate there between Ken and Smith. Either that or Smith doesn't know Ken's there. Diffuser, fake plant. Here comes Ken. No good. Vader's going to be coming around for help here in a second. And there it is, finally collapsed. Yeah, just stalling.
That charge.
The top frag is a coming. You just gotta stall until it gets there. You know, that's my favorite situation to be in. Just stall. All you need to do is not die. Well, I think it's at this point that I've officially run out of things to yap about. I've got 4 pages worth of notes here, guys. 4 whole pages. And I guess there's the team report, but I didn't get to do it because I showed up late. Good news.
Time. What are you talking about?
In theory, I think I could have got it done, but I don't want to do it if I'm going to half-ass it. You know?
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
I don't want to do it and then be like, well, blah, blah, blah. Like, just state the obvious. And just be like, oh, this is what happened the last 3 weeks with Rollers. This is what happened the last 3 weeks. I want to, like, go in depth and actually talk about how like, round around these teams are playing. And if I don't have the ability to really go in depth on my opinion about the team and where they're at, it's just not worth it for me to do it, I don't feel.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to insertion. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
It's gonna be the dumbest thing in the world if this series goes 7-1, 6-8, 7-0.
That would be kind of crazy. But
there's just no way it happens. There's just no way it happens.
Who knows? Anything could happen.
No. I refuse to believe that anything can happen. There's 0 way that happens.
Initiating hack. Device converted.
I feel like Border's definitely one of the, like, wider maps in the pool. Oh, what a frag.
Oh.
Caught that one live. Puts Vader in a really tough spot here. Definitely able to clutch this up, but it gets difficult. Let's just say. Oh, he gets another melee out. Oh, that Fenrir. Oh, wow, what a down. That Fenrir trap's going to go off in Blind Vader. I'm pretty sure it was almost stolen. Smit with the kill, and the win streak finally gets interrupted. I don't think the steal from the Bravo drone quite went off on that Fenrir trap. I think Vader might have shot it, or some shenanigans happened there that made that not go through. Frost is a choice. I'm curious how this is going to go. Fun fact, if you watched Game 1, you'd know the amount of deaths that Vader and Ken had combined was 3. They are at 3 deaths right now. The difference is Ken had 3 kills at the end of the game, and he does not have 3 kills right now. Still possible. Plenty of time left. He's better on attack, so I'd say why not?
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I don't think there's any world that Vader isn't the consensus MVP that gets interviewed. But I would like to argue that I think the plays that Ken has put out today have been more important to the team winning than Vader. Like, obviously, if you add everything up Vader does, it's more important. But it's above the expectation. Vader's been right about where we expect him to be, if not playing at a little bit above that, right? Ken has put together some plays that have just, like, shot his wins above replacement through the roof. They've been crucial plays, a player stepping up that is not necessarily expected to at a moment where they almost desperately need it.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. When he needs to, he does come in clutch. Sometimes he does get overwhelmed, but when he's needed, he's there.
Especially that game, too. I don't think they win that without him. Or I guess, well, they didn't. But I don't think they don't go to overtime without him. I think that's a much worse-looking defeat. And I'd also argue that Vader, that was a pretty disappointing performance. A few lapses in judgment, mistakes that shouldn't have been made. But what won't be a mistake unless he whiffs horribly here is the kill that he's going to get holding this angle. Oh, we let him cross.
No, they didn't see him. I thought Smitty knew. Down goes Smitty.
What a beautiful play there from Vader. Very patient. See what let's see what Cherry decides to do about this.
Blocks it off.
That's the correct play. It only worked that, yeah. Now it's not so great of a play. Completely bypassed, but this is what I mean. But like, you can apply so much pressure without putting yourself at risk. Just Vader breaking those hatches. It's even the shots there. You know he's doing that just to make Cherry Coke freak out. Now he's got to go back to the same spot.
Like he's dropped.
Oh, he can't convert. A lot of damage dealt. Can Ken finish it off? If Cherry Coke doesn't drone this, and it doesn't look like he is, there's no way. I don't think there's any way for them to know that Ken's in there. Oh, he just has to be patient. Just sit still, be quiet. Fake the defuse. He's been so good post-plant wise today.
Oh no!
So good post-plant.
He
like
played that so well.
He beautifully. I'm sure there's some coaching going on from Vader, but you've got to give credit to Ken for at the very least, at the very bare minimum, he is listening to those instructions beautifully. And at the peak, he's just playing it great. I mean, sealing a guy out of sight like that takes balls to do. That great play there. Another beautifully executed play. That round specifically was wonderful to watch.
Excuse me. Just the amount of clutches that Ken has had been immense.
He doesn't have a single kill this game, and I feel like he's done so much for not having a kill. He's got like 5 kills worth of value, and he just hasn't put the bullets to anyone. But he's just been doing so well.
No ban.
I think that might be an admission of defeat at this point. On track to get 7-1 again. I'd also like to point out that round loss is going to stop them from the most rounds won without a loss record this season, falling just short of it by that round that they lost. So close, games 1 and 3, and it's just not quite going to happen.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
I will say, what we've seen from the slow rollers this game is the most, barring another loss, has been the most dominant game won. The first game, most dominant game we've ever seen. This game is going to go down as potentially a top 5 most dominant game we've ever seen. And somehow, in between those 2 games, they went to overtime and lost.
10 seconds to insertion.
Yeah.
So,
I just want to know what happened.
5 seconds to go.
They were doing so well in the second game, and now
it really felt like they stole the momentum. I thought we were watching a Slow Rollers versus Filled Up series all over again. And and Vader snapped right back to it. Barring a absolute collapse, this has been a great performance from the Slow Rollers all around.
fair, I feel like North 70 is playing defense a little bit different now.
Mm-hmm.
They were separated a little bit in the second game, but now they're all on opposite side of the map. Slowly getting closer.
Placing cluster charge.
So another fuse played by Vader.
Cluster charge deployed. Blowing cluster charge.
I'm curious as to what Ken's doing repelled. Okay, he gets off of it. C4 is not going to be any good. Vader nearly getting a pick onto Cherry Coke there. Oh, Smith's on a flank though! Vader has no idea it's coming.
I'm reloading!
Pick by Smith.
Good melee from Cherry Coke there. They're going to take a second game here. Could potentially be the start of a comeback. Maybe this is just the most defender-sided map we've ever seen in a 2v2 setting.
Feedback's coming out.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take whatever that you can get at this point. This could be the most defender-sided map in the 2v2 tournament. I feel like Consulate was one. I feel like we watched a crazy comeback there. I think that was Season 1, though. And, you know, I believe it was Mad Dog that was able to pull it off with his teammate at the time, which was Justin IO, who went by Weapon X at the time. Was a generationally good game that we didn't have audio for like 90% of, if I recall. Which was so upsetting when we heard the news.
Game.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. It was against me and Hunter.
Attackers
Oh,
need to
yeah, that's
locate
right.
and
That was a
defuse as many
generationally
bombs as
good
they
game.
Because me and Hunter had to come back.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Because I ended up going, I think it was like 10, like 2.
I'm glad you're here to correct me on these things.
I only
Attackers
know
have
it because
located a
it was
bomb.
games I played. So
Fair enough.
it wasn't
Fair
public
enough.
known.
But, you know, that was such a good game. It was such a good comeback. I remember the comeback. I didn't remember who was in it, but I do remember that was such a crazy game, and not having audio for it was just, it just killed me.
Yeah.
And pardon the sneeze there if I sounded funny.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
But we could see something like that here. It's entirely possible. If it's been done once, it can be done again. Now, would I say that Smith and Cherry Coke are necessarily that level individually? No, but together as a team, I think they're overall, like, similar enough.
Let's see them right now.
Uh-huh.
His pants down.
Uh-huh.
Smoke out.
Fuser's going down now.
Warden's gonna
Oh!
be handy.
Oh! They did not see the Warden coming. But Vader's still alive. C4! Oh, he downs him! Oh my goodness! What a C4!
Now, if I recall correctly, the C4s don't kill people. That's what I'm aware of. Because I've thrown a C4 right so blew it up. Nah, no damage.
What a C4! I thought the game was cooked. Smith went down in such a ish fashion. That was very similar to the way Ryan died in game 2. Ryan, what am I talking about? Vader died game 2. Sorry for the doxing, buddy. You should be used to it by now. I'm pretty sure Boss Man's done it like 20 times to everyone, including me probably. But that's fine, because I use my own name all the time in my own videos, so who cares?
You going
So long as we're not saying full names and addresses, I think we'll be okay.
You talk about yourself in the third person there, bud.
Yes.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Going blitz again. They're sticking with Warden.
I feel like I prefer Vader to be on someone that's not Blitz. I feel like this is maybe Vader, dare I say, playing with his food again.
Seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to insertion. Attackers are moving to
Not
defuse a
really
bomb.
sure I can sight much.
Oh yeah, like not at all. I think they have a rotate, but that's I think the
have
only thing
one
they
wall
altered.
reinforced.
At least they have the one.
Cherry might get a
Vader's right on
great
in there.
rotate.
He's Vader can plant. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he can.
Getting eyes on.
They have no way of stopping this. Wow, that's
Oh,
I can't believe. Oh, down goes Smith. Good play from Vader. Unfortunately, watching the wrong perspective.
live tags after Vader and that counter with Smitty.
Yeah, that's just enough damage to make this a winnable gunfight for Cherry Coke. The unfortunate thing is he is running out of time. Oh, Ken, great frag there. Vader baited that very well as well. As someone who's been in...
From this next round.
Oh, they'll take it all right. as someone who's been in that situation, of Kidney Ken there, it is very tempting, and sometimes the thoughts get to you of shooting your own teammate in the back of the head before you get the kill, just to be funny. I'm not gonna say that Ken thought about it, because I think that would be ridiculous. I don't think he's the type. However, there are a lot of people that would have taken that opportunity, I feel like.
I definitely would have thought of it, but I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, I don't think I would have done it either. I couldn't help but think to myself, man, wouldn't it have been funny?
It all comes down to who the teammate was,
Yeah.
realistically.
It's got to be a certified crash out.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Attackers need
pick
to
the wrong
locate and
person?
defuse as many bombs as they can.
No, I think you picked the right person. Kyle, not to be confused with Boss Man or Mad Dog,
Bomb located by
is a
attackers.
certified crash out. And I know he's watching, and he's probably crashing out at it right now. God, what the fuck? No, I'm not. And now he's thinking, man, how'd he know what I said? It's because you're a certified crash out, bud. No, all jokes though. Kyle's not that bad at crash out. Vader definitely has his moments of crashing out. He definitely has his moments.
Attackers are
I'm
heading
pretty sure
out to
everybody
defuse a
does.
bomb.
Yeah, I'm definitely not innocent. I'll tell you that much.
God, no one is. Everyone's done it at least once. Just absolutely lost it. Vader charging straight in.
Well, at least he's on brand.
Sweeping perimeter.
Oh, he spots someone on their phone.
Oh, down goes Cherry. What a...
Detected.
That was just a great play from Vader there.
Vader and the Slow Rollers are 1 kill away from advancing to the next round and sending Team 1970 home. They just need to find one more kill here.
Let me hold this angle kind of wide.
Oh, Smith says, not today, son. Trying everything he can to stay alive. Ken's gonna drone him out. This is an infinitely ideal situation. Ken turns around. He's right on the money. He predicted it. Can't get the kill. Oh, what a cross. What a cross from Smith. Ken clearing slowly. It's lost Smith. Here it comes. He gets the kill! 1970 is sent home at the hands of Kidney Ken, who has been clutch time after time after time. The Slow Rollers advance to the next round of the bottom bracket.
What a clutch kill by Kidney Ken.
That I almost want to MVP him for no reason. But I can't do that over a guy who had 10 plus kills 2 of the games. There's just no way I could do it. But it's going to kill me. Ken, amazing work there. Amazing.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful work. I guess we go to game chat. I do want to make sure the opposing team maybe gets out of dodge before I do that. Oftentimes, if I don't, the other team likes to complain while I interview the MVP of the other team, and it doesn't go well.
There goes one. Oh, no, he's still here. Oh, there you go.
He's probably waiting to complain. This is a standoff now.
Could just join their call and just tell Kenny to beat it.
We could do that. The only issue with that is on Discord, I wouldn't pick up any of the audio of opposing, but
Gotcha.
other people. So I think we just have to go in there and see what Cherry Coke has to say, if anything.
We have to.
Yeah, well, here we go. Hey Vader, congratulations. Game MVP. You guys advanced to the next round of the bottom bracket to face the either Tsunami or GBB. A lot happened there. And I don't know if you're listening at all, but I did see your mic
Oh
move
yeah, I
slightly.
can hear you.
Okay,
I got
perfect.
you.
I was a little worried I did that spiel for nothing there. Yeah,
No.
so game one went really well for you guys. No complaints there, I'd imagine, from you.
No, yeah, that was. I mean, he couldn't have drawn it up better. That was beautiful.
Yeah. The thing is, game two did not follow the same pace as a 7-1 victory. So, how did that happen?
Um, let's see. How did that happen? Well, I went negative for the first time since like the Vietnam War. That didn't help. Um, I was hoping that the government was watching so I wouldn't get drafted because they don't want someone who's going negative. But
Mhm.
besides that point, I don't know. They just played really well. I was not ready for the shield usage. Uh, game two, that really threw me off. That was kind of hard to handle. And overall, I just didn't really play that too well that second game. First, like, round, I had a miscue. I was looking in sight and in the rotate hole for the guy, and not hear. He didn't move at all in the hallway, so I didn't hear him down there. And then rounds 2 and 3, I told Batman, I told him, I'm like, just got, I can't be doing that. I was playing erratically, going to Mario on bad plays, just
Mhm.
calling in a window, like a lot of stupid plays.
And then I did note later in game two, Ken was pulling, I don't want to say pulling off some miracles, but he was doing really well in late game situations.
Yeah.
Which I feel like game two he really picked up the momentum and then brought that over to game three. I know he didn't have a kill going into like round five, but it felt like he was just so impactful game three. So I was really wondering as to what adjustments you guys may have made, what the instructions were like, or if Ken was just really peaking all on his own there.
No, it was really all around great. I think if going, like you said, at the end of the second match, if he's not picking it up, then it's just both of us getting slammed, so it'd be a lot
Mhm.
more demoralizing. But since he was still motoring up a little bit, it gave that little bit of extra hope. We pushed in the second game or third game, excuse me. And I really don't think it was bad the second game, but I know it obviously showed more in the first and third. I feel like defensively we just had really great setups. We didn't reinforce a ton the first game, but that third game, the castles, the Fenrirs,
Mhm.
whatever we were setting the site up with, it felt like we had a pretty secure lockdown on it.
Mhm. And then, I mean, there's so many clutch moments that Ken had there that we could go over the last round. I think even but I think the craziest one from our point of view was him castling out. I forget who it
Oh
was.
man, yes, no, I know exactly what you're talking
Hmm.
about. When that's happening, I'm trying to decide how to get the kill on the window,
Hmm.
and as I'm like walking through the rotate to get into that site, he says, "If you can hold me, I can castle that off." And I'm just like, in that moment, I was just like feeling so good about the round. I loved the idea, so I just tried to figure out which side he was on and held it so he could get that castle down. Whichever attacker it was for 1970 made the right play. They wouldn't have had time to bust the castle, and they got to
Hmm.
the west main end. Almost came through, got the down on him, but he did his job. He stalled it out, and we got the
Hmm.
defuse.
Yeah. Obviously, there's the final kill of the game. It was a big clutch moment, sending you guys onward. But another tense moment you guys had was the site first floor, the showers site, hidden in that corner, kind of back up against the wall. And man, that was really tense. I was very impressed at how well that was played. Um,
I'm trying to think of the exact situation. There was a lot of rounds in the bathroom.
the one where they were trying to get diffuser down, but Ken kept lunging.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, he was debating peeking the door from vending machine, which I wouldn't have hated.
Hmm.
But I told him that if he lined up the edge of the vending machine and sat there, I felt like that would be a pretty good play. He did that. And then if I remember correctly, I think the first no, it was the second floor. He did it on his own, but I had him fake rush that got him off the plant the first time, and then he was just like understandably try to plant it again.
Got two more. Well, one question, one statement. So we'll start with the question first. And I forgot my question already. So we'll go on to the statement. Yeah, it's been a long day. I really wish you guys would have won the second game because I would have looked like a genius. I told my girlfriend that I was going to be out by 11:45, and you guys didn't win.
Oh,
And when that game ended,
my fault.
it was 11:45 exactly. So you threw my parlay a little bit there.
That's on me. That's on me.
So yeah.
Did you nail the money line?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Hey.
So we got the
a
money
win
back.
out of it.
We got the money back. But
That's good. That's good.
yeah, no, it
Gotta
was
cover the spread next time, maybe.
you screwed me a little bit there. But other than that, you guys got to work on your game twos. But congratulations on the win. I'll leave any further questions will be left to Dirty Chewbacca.
Yeah, no, I told Batman it was like probably round 3 or round 4. We hadn't lost a round yet, and it had been a couple rounds on game 3. I'm like, man, I was so scared this was gonna be like our last game. It was so nice to get out to a good start that third game.
That's what
That
me
bad
and
there.
Chewbacca were also thinking.
Yeah.
All right, Chewbacca, what you got lined up for
I
me?
got no questions. He asked everything I was going to ask. My
Oopsies.
notes are kind of
Fair
pointless, so.
I'll make a couple of just like open statements, like kind of throw some information out. The can't think of which round it was, but when we were attacking at the end there on border the third match, I had went shield a couple times. The first time I did it because Batman got teabagged down, and I don't like when Batman gets teabagged down. So
I recall that, yeah.
I had to bulk up with a shield, and then the round after that, I wasn't going to do it, but I was trying to keep Dokkaebi around. I didn't want them to ban Dokkaebi. I wanted them to ban. And so I ran Blitz again, and then I don't know why I didn't run Dokkaebi. I completely bailed on that, but that was my thought at one point. And then I'd like to pat Vader on the back as well. That last round, he saw that they had an Echo, and he decided that if he went IQ, he could try to find wherever that Echo would be at and kind of shoot him through the floor wall, ceiling, whatever the situation would be, and he did that beautifully, put it in a 2v1. Batman cleaned up.
Yeah. And I'd also like to point out Chewbacca was judging me for talking in the third person. I don't think it was nearly as bad.
Oh, I am Vader. Oh. Well, I mean, I am a stud, so, you know, 2 beautiful IQ plays. The one I didn't use IQ for, but I felt pretty good about the Scopo skill, too. I can't remember if we won that round.
That was
I
great.
felt like I won the round.
Yeah. Beautiful plays from both of you. Congratulations on your win tonight. It's 12:36. I'm sure everyone's tired. I think now is Kyle.
What's the other lower bracket game? I wanna.
It's Tsunami. I'll run. I got them listed down for you. So we've got lower bracket game is number 3 Tsunami versus number 8 GBB. This is the only bottom bracket game left. And then top bracket we've got number 5 Filled Up, which is the team you lost to if you forgot. Versus number 2 versus the number 2 Wiggles, and then number 1 Enemy versus number 6 Just Team 2.
So here's a bold. I'll get the bold one out of the way. GBB Tsunami. Tsunami has been on a slide lately. Lost 4 straight. I don't think they're the worst team, but I think Lagover is the best player in that match. And I think he's gonna find a way, him and Pizza together.
For their first win of the season?
For the first win of the season against a team that was at one point the 2 seed. I think that Lagover's gonna have a legacy out in.
Now, this may seem like a hot take for anyone else not listening, but I would like to point out, Vader called this Tsunami versus Filled Up upset 2 weeks in advance.
True. Check the VODs. Moving on. So I've got a good friend of mine, real good friend. He's been feeding me some information about NME. I've heard that they're overrated. I don't believe that. I think they're incredible. But I'm going to take just Team 2 just because it'll look cool if I get it right. That'll go to a Game 3.
Fair
And then Filled Up is playing the Wiggles.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we call him Septicon. It's pronounced Shipsepalon. However you want to address him. I think
It's
he's
not
just too
spelled
good.
that way, but I won't
No,
fight
it's not
that.
spelled that way at all. But yeah, Chewbacca's a very good player, incredible player. Raccoon's a good teammate, and I mean, Shipsepalon's just amazing. So I'll take the Wiggles there.
Fair enough. Well, those are his picks. I don't think I've ever publicly said mine, but I'm going to withhold on that. Congratulations, guys. I'm going to bed. I advise all of you do the same. I know that you, Vader, will not listen, but
I gotta warm up for my next game.
Yeah.
Gotta practice
You
the
don't even know who the
in case it doesn't
opponent
get banned.
is. Yeah. Oh, no, it will. It likely will. Anyway, thank you guys
I
for
got it
watching
twice.
the Spam Invitational. I've been Tenpin Gaming. My co-host has been Dirty Chewbacca. Vader's your MVP. The slow rollers win 2 maps to 1. I will catch you guys
Slow
on
rollers
the
are gonna climb all the way back. I'm calling it right now. I'm letting all of you know.
flip side. Goodbye, everyone. Good night.